So let's get started. Um, I'd hate to miss the grand finals of Worlds 2020, but I have a scheduled stream tonight. So I just hope that by the time we finish tonight's draft, that Suning and Damwon are still playing. Today I'm feeling like playing a landfall deck, so let's go for the Brushfire Elemental first pick. So red green, right? And landfall. This happens often, I don't know why. We have pretty good connection. We could get the hell line. I'm not gonna get spoiled such a venture again. Last week it was a very bad draft for us just because of that card. So there's not much pressure right now because we're not doing a time draft anymore, unlike last week. Whenever Gomafada Vanguard attacks, target creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to the number of warriors you control can block this turn. Vine Gecko, first kick spell you cast each turn, costs 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a kick spell, +1/+1 counter. The Juru Blightblade could be kinda removal. You use Tormenting Voice instead. Gruul Fury, kinda good. This is also good for landfall plan. Against haste, Tormenting Voice, another Stomper would be nice. Big butts, cards with big butts. Took Rubble Fort. I'm not really a big fan of that card. Another Tormenting Voice maybe, or probably Skyclave Sentinel. We don't have any flying yet, do we? Because of Dauntless Survivor, we'd be able to give the Skyclave Sentinel +1/+1 counter without having it kick. Molten Blast for early game removal. Or not. Could destroy artifacts, could get rid of vials and knives. Actually, the Snarecaster is much more valuable for me compared to the Sentinel. Oh, I'd love to get the Zaret San so that I could finally do a blue-black Dimir Rogues deck. But right now, I don't really want that for what we're making. Although this whole pack doesn't really do us any favors, so might as well just get the Zaret San for the collection. Go what? Yeah, I just picked up the Zaret San because there weren't any other cards that I'd love to have in my deck there earlier. I'd get the Nectar Pot. But I think I could get that pivot. No way. I have red green, and then I get a pivot to blue black. It's gonna be hard. Okay, let's say I'm going to pivot to blue black. Even here in this second pack doesn't have any support for that deck. Not much rogues here. So I think I'd like to have the Fireblade Charger. Just because it's the rarest card that I'd like to have in this pack. Although I'm more thinking about the Kazando Nectar Pot. Zaret San is too good. Yeah, I like him. Except, not for draft. Ooh, Horn Beetle. This one's really good if you're playing a Lands Matters deck. Claim the Wastes would be a nice... It's going to be a nice support. It's a nice support for our deck. Veteran Adventure or Shutterskull Minotaur. Or just get another Akum Hellhound probably. Just get another Hellhound. Or actually, Shutterskull Minotaur isn't so bad, except it's red. What do you think, Darren? Should we go for the Shutterskull Minotaur or the Akum Hellhound? Or even probably the Veteran Adventurer. What cards do we have that could support party? We have a Warrior and a Rogue, and that's it. Probably just go for the I'm really thinking about the Hellhound. Let's go for the Hellhound instead. Adventure Awaits or Dauntless Survivor? Sizzling Barrage. Not really a very good spell when you're behind, because it can only deal 4 damage to a creature that blocked this turn. So not unless I'm really ahead. It's not really that useful. I think I'll just get this. I could get the creature card. Oh, it can't get the land. It's not like... It's that other card from Ravnica. There's a similar card like Adventure Awaits in Ravnica, but that one can target lands like this one. Dauntless Survivor or Adventure Awaits. Are we lacking creatures right now? We're not really lacking on the creatures. So yeah, probably Adventure Awaits would be a nice card to add. Cleansing Wildfire or Spitfire Lagak? I'd go for the Wildfire for support. Scavenge Blade, Scale the Heights. Scale the Heights, nice. Rubble Fort. Although not really that important. This is good. Or Ascetic. We could get us an Ascetic, but we already have the Iridescent Horn Beetle. Or 5 to cast slot. Having an Inordinate Rage sounds good. Another Dauntless Survivor. Utility Knife. We don't have that one yet. +1/+1. Spare supplies for the draw. Oh, I could still play this, except Omnath. This card is banned in Standard, so there's really no point of getting this card. It's also banned in Historic, so yeah. Why the hell would you just pick it up for the value, right? Do you have enough support to get Omnath out to the field? We do have Cleansing Wildfire. I have a feeling that Omnath will just be a dead card in our hands, if ever we pick it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea to get Omnath. Reclaim the Wastes. It's another support for our Land Matters deck. Our Joraga Visionary for the draw. I'd go for the Reclaim the Wastes. Yeah, it's a trap, and I didn't fall for it. Oh, there you go. Another Brushfire Elemental. Yeah. yeah, it's a trap. I didn't fall for it. Thankfully. Okay, so do we get another Akum Hellhound or another Reclaim the Wastes? I think having a lot of this is nice, because then we'd be able to reliably trigger landfall. Akum Warrior. It's also good. Pyroclastic Hellion. Another Pyroclastic Hellion. It's also nice. Mito Marasa. Nisa's Zendikon. Enchanted lands 4/4 elemental creature with reach and haste. 4/4. 4/4. Wildfire or Akun. I think we need more bigger creatures. So even if the Akun warrior doesn't really support our land matters theme, we could still get it. Cleansing Wildfire. It's a good support. Already have. Yeah, let's just get Cleansing Wildfire, I guess. Or we could get another Pyroclastic Hellion. Or an Akun warrior. I'd go for another Hellion. Because our curve is pretty much early driven. Song Mad Treachery. 5 to cast, gain control of creature you don't control. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Broken Wings. I think Broken Wings is nice. We could just remove enchantments that might or might not appear. So I'm deciding between Song Mad Treachery and Broken Wings right now. I'm going for the Broken Wings. We don't have a lot of counters for flying. And the snare casters aren't going to hold the bay forever. Nectar Pot, of course. And another Nectar Pot. Relic Amulet, not really that useful for us right now. Scavenge Blade seems nice. It's better than a utility knife actually, so might as well just get the Scavenge Blade instead of the utility knife. Titterpeak Ambusher is also a good card. Although we already have tons of tutor casts. I don't think we even need Adventure Awaits at this point. Because we already have lots of creatures, so we're bound to draw creatures anyway. Titterpeak Ambusher. Tormenting Voice. Yeah, I'd go for the Titterpeak Ambusher. Someone took the Omnath. I can't believe it. Strength of Solidarity. Yeah, just get another one or towards the end. Wildfire, sure. Second copy of that. We really need another Adventure Awaits. And there we go. So we're doing Gruul. We're doing an Ooga Booga. I don't think we really need to draw as well, so we might as well just remove the Tormenting Voice. We don't have a lot of party cards. Rogue Warrior. We have 5, so it's not really that useful for us. Could also get rid of the spare supplies. Remove one of these, I think. Don't need too much of those. Probably just one Stomper would do. Do we need 2 Stompers? It does give us fuel towards the end, but Molten Blast. We don't really have any removal, do we? Also don't remember seeing much removal. I think we only need one of these. Alright, let's do this. So yeah, let's be quick about this draft because I want to get back to watching Worlds finals, and I'm sure you guys are also tuning into Worlds. If you guys could give me updates. When I stopped watching earlier to start the stream, it was 1-0 in favor of Damn One Gaming. But I'm really hoping that Suning would win this year. I'm not really a big fan of the league competitive scene. Like, it's just that watching it live right now is really enjoyable. Good game. Probably as a. No, he doesn't have. Oh. We're gonna be. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, as I was saying, I wasn't really that big of a fan of the League of Legends competitive scene, but competition is really high and it's enjoyable to see top tier gameplay happening even though you're not even though I don't play League of Legends a lot anymore. So yeah, is Damwon Gaming still up by one or is it 1-1 now? Because when I left the stream, Damwon Gaming had a score over Surin Gaming, but Surin was doing a high ground siege already when by the time I left, so it's probably 1-1 already by now. The World's Finals is best of 5, right? It's not best of 7. Actually, I'm not sure. What's this? Can't be blocked, right? That's what it means. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. He won. Wow. Being able to draw the Brushfire Elementals in the first 3 turns really did it for us. That's a really powerful card. Especially in early game, your opponent would usually don't have any creatures with power 3 or more, in the first 3 turns. But then, the Brushfire Elemental kind of falls off late into the game. So, as long as you get them early, that's really good for you. It's going to snowball your way to victory. So I really like Brushfire Elemental for the limited format. But then we're not getting it this turn. But that's fine. Akum Hellhound is also a really powerful card. Actually thinking about putting this card, in my Red Deck Queens deck, my RDW deck. Landfall kinda just steamrolls opponents really quickly. If your opponent doesn't have a board clear or removal spells early on, they're going to have a really tough time. At least I already know how to use landfall cards, because previously, if you remember the very first draft I did here in this channel, I had a lot of Prowling Felidars, but I would play land first before casting them, because that's how you usually do it. That's how I usually do it normally. Would he dare block the Dauntless Survivor? Or what? We don't really need the 1 extra life, right? So yeah, might as well. I think it'd be necessary to actually cast Inordinate Rage here. So I probably shouldn't have attacked with the Dauntless Survivor either. You know, I keep on doing stuff before thinking. Yeah, my sequencing was bad there because I should have. If I weren't planning to attack with the Dauntless Survivor anyway, I should have played the Nectar Pot first. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna keep on trying to pressure him or her. Not sure what deck he or she has. I mean, it's Azorius, but not sure what the blue aspect of his deck would be. So we're just tuning up the pressure right now. Doesn't feel like we have to do anything drastic or rash. So we might as well just keep on the pressure. Into the Royal, okay. Just looking for answers. So what now? You returned my Tajuri Snarecaster to my hand. What now? What's our next move? What are the bombs in blue-white anyway? Spoils of Adventure? What else? What's the blue-white signpost card? It's a flying thing, right? Of course, it's a flying thing. 5 to cast, 3 and then blue and white, flying. Can't remember what it does. But yeah, if my memory serves me right, that's the card we're looking for. Okay, has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Obviously doesn't have that yet. I don't have that yet. Still won't block my Hellhound, which is really weird. Just trying to protect her board state. Trying to protect her board state, but her life total is slowly dwindling. Could actually use this to kill her next turn, so I'd probably just wait for next turn for that. Spoils of Adventure. That's the signpost card. Don't they have a signpost creature for Azorius, the flying one? Or am I thinking about a different set? Blue-white, I think it's riding a griffin or something. Actually, thinking about it, could have been one from Ikoria, the one I'm thinking about, or one from M21. Actually, Linvala. Yeah, Linvala. Yeah, Linvala is Azorius, but is she what I'm talking about? You know, I'm not even sure. Really. Let's try this out. Return card to hand. Play this. And then play Cleansing Wildfire. Or I could just use Inordinate Rage actually. Or yeah. Wildfire. Destroy a forest. And then give me a mountain. Then attack with everyone. No. 6, 3, 6, 3, 4, 6. Kill the Akuma Hellhound now, but then we wouldn't have any more defenders. Could just sacrifice one cleric probably. You'd like to kill it now, huh? So it's going to be 5, 6. Alright. It's a good trade. Good trade. Yeah. Next turn we could attack with all of our creatures probably. Could use Into the Royal to bounce one of my creatures to save himself, but then I have Inordinate Rage so that I could, you know, pump any of my creatures that won't be blocked, and it's going to spell the end for him or her. Wasn't really helpful for you. Now I was watching a Magic Arcanum the other day, and then they had this really nice fan fact or a trivia about Linvala and Tazim. Tazim, is that the right name? The party legendary commander. Well, the thing is, Linvala is the only angel in the whole plane of Zendikar that doesn't have a halo. And then Tazim is the only creature or human in the field of Zendikar that has a halo. And it's not that Tazim is wearing Linvala's exact halo, but it's just a nice factoid about the story of Zendikar, because Linvala and Tazim are really good friends. I might be wrong with the name. I can't remember the name. Mythics, Zendikar Rising. Let's check out Mythic spoilers. What's the name of that card? Tazri. Tazim. Who's Tazim? I meant Tazri. Who's Tazim? Oh, okay. Looks like we're going to end the month with a really good record for our last draft. Wasn't really expecting this actually. But I might be speaking too early. I just got used to not winning a single game. But yeah, I'm speaking too early. Oh, another Brushfire Elemental turn 3. Turn 2. It's going to be... We could get rid of the Druid Snarecaster actually. Hello. They have a counter spell in hand, or actually just any instant. Wonder what that would be. Vampire Rogue. Tap another untap rogue you control. Shadow Stinger regains Death Touch until end of turn. Okay. It's not that scary. Okay, I don't really mind. I still have another Brushfire Elemental out there. Horn Beetle. That's sad. Won't be able to use it. Just one more card. Still can't block this. You need a blocker for the Brushfire Elemental. You don't have any. So is it a Dimir? What is this? Dimir Party? Dimir Clerics? You have counter spells, right? Play some counter spells for me, please. Why would you do that for the Snarecaster? Why don't you do it with the Brushfire Elemental? Because of the cost? Oh, there we go. Reclaim the wastes. Kicker. Still can't block it. Don't you have removal for the Brushfire? Doesn't have removal for the Brushfire. That's really sad. Beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each +1/+1 counter you put on creatures under your control this turn. Yeah, I just realized I don't have any support for this. I was thinking of a different creature. I was thinking of the one that duplicates. What was that card? We're gonna set up for a really huge turn next turn. I think I just did a misplay there. Feels like I should have played the mountain, and then could have used the Pyroclastic Lion to deal more damage next turn. But anyway, it doesn't seem like we're in trouble of losing yet. Okay. I'll sacrifice the Nectar Pot then. What are you doing? You just lost. Okay. So won't be able to block this. So yeah. You won't be able to mill me out. Unless it reaches 8, probably. I think that's the only time I could lose. You have to counter it. If you have a counter spell in hand, you have to counter it. Can you counter it? Counter it. Doesn't have a counter spell. See, Brushfire Elemental is really rad. Good thing it appeared in our first pack. It's really doing us wonders right now. Even actually in standard, you could find a way to make Brushfire Elemental useful, except that in standard or in constructed format, your opponents will most likely have answers to the Brushfire Elemental bounce effects or removal spells. You know, this is a problem in limited. You don't always have all of the tools you need to win, and that's what makes it fun for me. Oh crap, we don't have red, but this is a really nice hand. Okay, let's just keep this. We don't have a red, we could just play Dauntless Survivor turn 2 and then start hitting from turn 3. But if we do draw a red card or a red land in turn 2, then it's going to be the ideal scenario again for us. Now, I haven't won this much in MtG for a long while. Can't do the kicker, so let's just get the red, put it in play, which allows us to hit 3 damage next turn with the Brushfire Elemental. Cast something, please. So I'm pretty sure you don't have any counter spells in hand. Good. I don't think... Oh, it's doing 3 colors. Green, blue, white. I'm really just cheesing it at this point. Okay, whatever. Block it. I dare you. He wouldn't block it. I wonder why. Although that root does pose some issues. Stroll Warrior, 3 to cast G3. If I don't draw lands next turn, I'd have to be reliant to Inordinate Rage. But then, that blue open mana is indeed scary. It could be a counter spell for all I know. Or, well, but he played the blue card, so I'll be able to black anyway. Or Brushfire Elemental. Okay. Well, anyway, whichever he blocks with the Barasa Brute could be killed using an Ordinate Rage. Oh crap. Oh, they don't. You can't block Brushfire Elemental, so it should be fine. You could kill the Dauntless Survivor though. Yeah, you could do that. And then I could just use an Ordinate Rage. Oh crap. I misplayed there. I didn't realize I didn't have enough red source for the Brushfire. Oh crap. That was so dumb. I get over my head all the time. but not that much. It's just a really stupid misplay. Now I'm scared of a Might of Marasa or something like that. Oh, he misplayed there as well. Just hope he runs out of gas pretty soon. But he has hand advantage over me. And on the board, right now he's also leading as far as I can tell. Some Ras Brute over my Brushfire Elemental. My board state has more potential, but potential doesn't really mean much if you can't fulfill it. So let's just hope for more lands next turn. No intention of blocking that. He has so many open mana. It's just scary, man. I'm not sure if I should... Oh, this is the card that I was talking about earlier. The card that I was saying was a Azorius Signpost card. Turns out it's just blue. Okay, so it's not a Signpost card after all. Don't care about their flying creatures. So yeah, as long as he keeps on trading with me and refusing to use the Brute to block my Brushfire Elemental, then this is going to be a trade in my favor. Oh, come on, seriously? Another one of those? At least it makes me feel safer. Would I be able to kill... Yeah, I'd be able to kill both of them. He doesn't block, he's dead. So he should block. Okay. You're blocking with just that? Okay, good. Of course, it's gonna return lands to his hand to trigger the Nectar Pot. Oh yeah, the Stomper. It's a 6/5. Crap. This goes to my hand. I put it up. Becomes a 4/4. Stomper. Could kill one of the Nectar Pots. I think it would be worth it to use a Might of Marasa at this point. I mean, for this combat, for him. So I'm not really that concerned with the forest. The open green mana. Yeah, alright. So that's a nice deal for me. I'll play this Hellion. What do we do with this Stomper? Oh, come on. Seriously, you have a Felidar Retreat? Ah. Crap. Now, it doesn't look good for us. If he gets to play another land next turn, okay, this is really bad for us. He plays another land next turn, and then he puts a +1/+1 counter on his creatures. Our Brushfire elemental can now be blocked by more than one creature on their side. You know what? If I didn't had that misplay earlier, this wouldn't be a big problem. Crap. If it attacks me, personally, I'd block everything. I'll block the Kazandu Stomper with the Pyroclastic Halai and the Dauntless Survivor and the Nectar Pot, just to get rid of that. And then next turn, I'll just hit him in the face with the Brushfire Elemental. Yeah, like legit. I have lots of health. I still have a really high life total. So I'm not really... Wait, what? Scale the heights. The +1/+1 counter on target creature. Is that what it does? To one target creature, gain 2 life. You may play an additional land this turn. It's over if he plays another land. Ah! It's over. It's over. Okay, so how are we going to salvage this situation? Seven. Or we could probably take 8. Yeah, let's just take 8. It's not like if we block this now and then get rid of it, we won't have anything else to defend ourselves with the other creatures on board. So yeah, right now it's not looking too sweet for us. Yeah, this is what I mentioned earlier. The Brushfire Elemental doesn't really scale well into the late game. So if only I didn't lose the Brushfire Elemental from earlier, probably could have won this. 13 damage, enough to kill us. We'll have to block, no choice. You know, let's just block with everyone. In case he has something up his sleeve, they'll give it a +1/+1 or whatever. Okay. Now what do we do? I don't think we have any card in our deck that could be the answer for the situation we find ourselves in right now. So I think it's just going to be we're gonna let the opponent win. Yeah. This day is theirs. This match is theirs. You know, this is when the spare supplies would come in handy. lands towards the end. Alright. You take this game. Huh. It looks like we're almost there to gold. If we reach gold this season before the season ends, it's going to be cool. But it's not really a priority right now. It's not like I play lots of draft. You know, in my standard, I only reached platinum rank 4 in constructed. So yeah, our dreams of reaching diamond is still far away. This has a lot of support for if we only had the Brushfire Elemental. We'll keep it. You know, we can play Dauntless Survivor in turn 2 if ever. Thinning our deck is also a good idea so that we could get to the Brushfire Elemental quicker. Or at least that's what I'll just tell myself. Oh, come on. Choose yourself. Choose the Zuloport Duelist is your target here, so that you'd unwittingly mill 2 cards. Oh! He milled himself. That's funny. I've been a victim of that already once. I thought... Oops. Oops indeed. I didn't think it would happen. I thought your opponent mills 2 cards. You know, I should have read the card. Okay, so we play this. And then we give the Dauntless Survivor a +1/+1. What do you have in hand? Seriously, anti-cognition. Okay. She wasted her counter spell over there. It's really a really strong card in my deck. Dauntless Survivor is indeed capable of supporting our theme. That's not really what we are having troubles with. It's not really our win condition, rather. That's what I meant to say. There you go. Hello, Brushfire. Though we won't be able to cast you until later. So yeah, you might be able to attack me for 2 right now, but I'll be attacking you for 3 later, and looks like you're running out of juice. I have the card advantage, and I'll have the board for myself in a bit. Although the milling is indeed a concern. Yes, Ruin Crab. He made a Demir mill. Come on. Well, at least he won't be able to block me. It's going to be it's going to be a race between his life total and my Brushfire Elemental. So he's going to mill 3. Oh dear, it's not looking good for us. And we're thinning our deck even further. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, anyway, we're both on the clock. You're gonna mill me for 6 again, so I'm in a 3-turn clock. Unless I find a way to block these creatures. No? Hello? Okay, so just 3. That's good. The Hell Lion. I think I have another one of those. Can't remember. Do I have 2 of those in my deck or just 1? If it doesn't play all that, I think we still have a chance. Counter spell? Please no. Ah, yummy. A milk too. Okay. Okay. Our life total isn't really that big of a concern right now, so don't really feel like I should be using Broken Wings yet. Crap. Land? Mill me 6 now and I lose. Mill me 3 now, then I could still win. Okay. I don't mind that. It's going to know me 3. He milled me 4. I didn't include that in my if else statement, so I'm not sure how that affects it. Oh, Cleansing Wildfire could have won the game for us. And yeah, we just won the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we just won the game. Unless he has a counter spell, then we're screwed. We're screwed if he has a counter spell. So yeah, I just hope it doesn't have a counter spell. Please don't have a counter spell. No anti-cognition, please. No anti-cognition. Please don't have an anti-cognition in your hand. Yes, no anti-cognition. Thank you. And I won. I win, don't I? Just for extra salt in the wound, I'll kill the Nimani Sky Dancer, please. Thank you. You're gonna sacrifice it just to give yourself death touch? Be my guest. No, do it. Do I win? I hope I win. Hello? That's exactly 9 damage. Yes, thank you. Feels good. Oh, we might even reach gold. If we win the next game, that is, we'll reach gold for limited. Alright. I haven't reached 4 wins in draft in a long time. Red-green isn't really my colors, but it's what's working right now in draft. So, yeah, let's... I don't really like playing these kinds of cheesy strats. I like doing milling out my opponents. So I would have loved having his deck, even if that means losing. This doesn't look good, but I go first. I get to play Dauntless Survivor. I have 3 lands. I'm fine with that. I have lots of 2 to 3 cast creatures in my deck anyway, so most likely the next cards that I'll be drawing are either lands or creatures. Red, white. Pack beasts are really annoying, and they do they call, what's the term? I forget the term that I'm looking for. Sorry, which? There we go. Safer that way. What was I saying? Yeah, that card really enables a lot of strategies. So yeah, he has a rogue, he has a warrior. We almost had a full party over there. Thank you for attacking the previous turn. Equip warriors you control have double strike. 2 cell swords. I'll trade with that. Don't mind. Rage, rage, rage. Yeah, let's block this using the Ordinate Rage. What are you gonna do with your 4 mana? Oh, there. Yeah, we could trade. No, not that. I meant this. Attack with this too, please. I guess you won't attack. Okay. The field is not in our favor right now, but please be greedy and have the Cliffhaven Sellsword attack as well. And then, I didn't get greedy. Of course, am I gonna block that? What am I, stupid? Thankfully. A really nice formation you have there. I might as well just say you have a really nice party out there. Just doesn't have a cleric, right? Doesn't have a cleric. That's what he's missing. Nine plus 3, 12. As long as it doesn't block, we win. Oh, he blocked. Yeah, we lost again. Oh well. Yeah, I really don't think we could have prolonged that further. See, top deck's a pressure point. It's really amazing is even stupid cards like pressure point can find their place in the right deck, and that deck had way too many pressure points. Alright. Well, regardless whether or not we reach 7 wins tonight, I still like how the draft went for tonight. It's above average for me. I mean, the past 2 drafts that you witnessed me play here in this channel have all been bad. We won't be able to play anything here until we get the red mana source. But yeah, whatever. We're likely to get a green card or a red mana source anyway. Read. It's not the end of the world yet. Okay, that's good. Mill me a green. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Mill me one. Oh, come on, not that. C4 Stalker. Yeah, just mail me out. Be my guest. Oh, come on. Seriously? This isn't looking good for us. Wouldn't want to block that anymore. Give me red. Okay, it's running out of juice. 5, 6. Hey, what? I was gonna say Seb McKinnon. Okay, I think we just lost. I have no blockers for that 4-2 creature. Oh yeah. Return up to 2 lands. Yeah, return those cards. Play one of them. Get 1 HP. That we won't be able to use anymore. Okay. You win. Alright, we reached 4 wins. 4-3 is not that bad. I mean, it's above 50% win rate. But we weren't able to reach gold. Which is unfortunate. We could try reaching gold by doing another draft. But I don't think that's going to be a good idea, you know. I tend to just play worse the longer I play the game in one sitting. So that's going to be it for tonight. Well, we're going to end it with this pack opening, and we got a Shutter Skull Minotaur, a Roost of Drakes, Smite the Monstrous, Deadly Alliance, Cleric of Chill Depths, Stonework, Pack Beast, and an Expedition Diviner. And for a rare, I like that card. It's a Pathway. Now I'm really wondering why these Pathway cards aren't valued higher. You know, their prices aren't that high in the secondary market right now. I think they're just less than $4 right now, $4 to $6 each. But I think they're worth more than that. They could even go like $10 to $12 each. But you know, given the condition that we don't really have any on-site events recently, there's really no reason to buy new cards. So yeah, it's really just unfortunate that cards such as these come out now. I mean, depends on your perspective. in my perspective, as someone who cracks open boxes and hopes to get cards with high value, and opening boxes and then reselling them, um, it's sad that their prices are really low. But in general, for the health of the Magic community, I think having lower prices for cards is generally a good thing. So these pathways having really low prices right now is actually great. High print, which is great. It's not the best dual land. Pandemic, yeah, pandemic. It's not the best dual land. I agree with that. It's model, so it's either only blue or red. Yeah, high print. You know, Zendikar Rising has been printed down the ground. We have three different kinds of boxes, and none of them have print issues. I think you have the regular set boosters. Sorry, the regular draft boosters, the set boosters, and then um, the collector's booster boxes. So yeah. Well, anyway, what as I was saying, I don't really mind them having low prices. It's just unfortunate for those who like to sell their cards. But if you're like for EDH players, it's the right time to get these cards. They really enable your deck a lot. They're kind of like just basics, but you get to choose which side to play. But yeah, thank you again for watching tonight, and tomorrow we'll be playing Genshin Impact again. If you notice, I'm kind of dressed up right now. That's because I'm going to be shooting a video later. I'm finally doing this video essay thing that I've been meaning to do for quite a while now. So I have the free time tonight, so I'm just going to be recording stuff with this webcam and this mic. I have written my script, so all that I have to do now is to follow through with the recording. So yeah, that's what's next for me. And then tomorrow we'll be playing Genshin Impact, and I'll give you more updates on whether or not I push through with the video essay that I'm making. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in tonight, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.